Чтобы что?
Поцелуешь, скажу. Вот сюда.
Чтобы что?
In this kind of production, the most interesting parts are happening behind the scenes.
А где массовка? Где типа люди? Ну, Наташ!
Опять переиграли, кажется.
Больше страсти. Natalia Shurovskaya, director and editor.
Pavel Mikhailov, DOP and scriptwriter. For my first education, I'm a surgeon. I was practicing general surgery in a hospital in the suburbs of St. Petersburg, and well, that's it. That is my background.
I was working as a psychologist. I was working with oncology patients, with troubled adolescents, with sex workers. And then I decided that I have enough life experience to move further, and I dropped in the cinema. I am always for documentary, and Pasha is always for fiction. And finally,
So we usually find a balance somewhere in between.
we try to do it. Big inspiration to this film was a film of Guy Maddin, Canadian director, who made My Winnipeg, an anthem to the city where he was born.
It's no Eden that you would see, yet it's home.
I like movies where the characters are cool. For example, I could say that Whitney and I was also a big inspiration. I think my characters
I only had a few aims.
resemble a bit the characters of this film.
Может, вы мне денег одолжите?
Можем пиво тебе купить.
Кайф.
Хочешь пиво?
Да, давай. Какой-нибудь самый дешевый, можно?
Actually, this film was the first full feature movie that I showed in my life. And I guess it was the first time when I was working with more or less, let's say, big team, if we compare just with a solo production. So I had Gaffer, I had a few assistants, Natasha had an assistant as well. We had like, a driver from time to time.
I was a driver.
From time to time, we had a driver additional. I mean, like.
I don't remember it.
Well.
I think the most important thing about this film is that it is some kind of capsule of time, because when we started making it, we had some feeling that all we have and what we like and all our friends and all our youth and all the buildings when we were shooting, they won't last forever, and we wanted to make a registration of this moment in life. St. Petersburg, the city, in the works of many authors, is a character. Like the streets different districts, they are like different people or one organism which has an influence on its people. And for me, it was very important to be a part of this tradition of the term which is called text of St. Petersburg or Петербургский текст.
I started to think about this project, just observing all the abandoned beautiful houses in the center of St. Petersburg that was doomed to perish, to be destroyed by modern constructions. First, we even started to make some little sketches there, mostly like kind of historical sketches.
Большая Пушкарская. Здесь шикарные балконы. На них можно жить.
Then I realized that it's not the form I would like to propose, and we decided just to rework a bit this idea and use these all these places that I want to talk about as a playground, actually, as our pavilion. As far as we decided to inhabit this all these spaces with the characters who are our friends, we decided to actually to just ask them to live once again the situations which they already had in their life, and I guess just for me it was really important to create something that would be easy for them to play, or not to play, just to live through once again.
Every character, and additionally all the guys who were behind the frame, were the scenarist of this film, because the base idea was very vague. Like, we wanted to make a film about St. Petersburg and about real life of real inhabitants who are very special ones. I was developing the genre of Surdoc, which means altered documentary. So I
Or just
took my...
above documentary.
It's for the public to decide. So I took my 4 best friends, Pavel, Semyon, Kostya, and Arsenij. I took their stories. For example, Semyon, a guy with a backpack. I met him in St. Petersburg as he was living at my flat for several weeks, because he came from Tula with 7 kilos of gingerbreads.
And trying to make a bargain with these gingerbreads, to use it as a currency, actually, to buy things.
Ты не богатей, мы тебя на 1 день пустили, ты здесь сколько уже живешь, а? Ну так ты все, собрал шмотки, давай отсюда. Пряники свои забери сраные, давай, все. Все, давай.
During the process, I understood the lack of understanding of everything. Like, the weather is changing all the time. It is super difficult to plan the schedule. It is extremely hard to work without money.
It was a 100% auto-produced movie, so we spent our personal money on it. But I guess we would never ever make this movie if it would be like officially produced with a producer company, production company, all this thing.
We were shooting all this without any pre-arrangements, so to say. It was shot in guerrilla method, nearly someone could call it illegal. So every day when I woke up, I was praying that our team, our numerous team, won't meet any cops.
Won't fall from the roof of a half-ruined building.
Я побежал. Слушай, мне очень стрёмно.
Кажется, не очень получается.
Да, мне очень стрёмно.
From the beginning, it was a little bit crazy, so to say, projects in terms of production. We found the people to our team who was absolutely okay with that, and additionally with whom me and Natasha, we were more or less sure that they're well built, I guess. all this brought our team in a kind of adventure mood, you know, and we just all our team were passing through the adventure all together. It was not an adventure of the hard set with a lot of equipment, but it was a real adventure. How we're gonna get into the place we're gonna shoot, how we're gonna survive there, how we're gonna get out, not being noticed by the pedestrians, cops, and all this. And so it was really adventure for everyone, and this made our work, I guess, easier. We were a little bit short in terms of our gears, in terms of our tools, in terms of how much light I can bring about the electric generator and all this stuff. But all these natural, it really was natural limitations, and it was all in accordance with the shooting technique, with the artistic expression of this movie. So. Yeah, sometimes we would just arrive in the abandoned palaces in 2 cars, fulfilled with the equipment, put a red line like "Do not cross." No one crossed, not even cops, and then we just took all our gears inside and spent 8 hours inside, playing, doing the stuff we wanted. We had a chance.
The first shifts are much more difficult because we were setting on all the team, and as usual, when you have the idea of the film and when you come to filming it, is the other thing.
We were a little bit in a hurry, and it was really often when we were planning our next shift, just like 6 hours before it. So it was a bit chaotic, and yeah, it was not that rare. Then we were deviating from it, just observing the reality that during the shooting go other direction. And as far as it's a, we can say, documentary movie, so we were just following this reality that was proposing us a new circumstances, new life that we would like to capture, and so we were following.
One day, suddenly, I met one guy who had a boat, and he proposed me to shoot an episode on this boat. So we said yes. The film could look much more expensive if we had a boat.
And actually, boat tripping is an essential part of life in St. Petersburg, like gondola trips in Venice. So it's like really typical cliche of the city, and we were playing a lot with the cliches, I guess, and yeah, but it was absolutely spontaneous.
Yeah, and once again, thanks a lot for Bogdan, the owner of the boat. Do you remember the first shift?
Yeah, it was at Kosta's place, and he locked himself inside his bedroom and said, "Outside of here, I'm not participating anymore. I'm really tired and pissed off."
We had some very long shifts, like we had one shift for 22 hours.
Yeah.
I'm really...
I hardly remember, but there was like...
Maybe after this, I will be put into jail, like 22 hours shift. It was hard, and of course, the team members were not so happy to work another shift after...
Sometimes we were just finishing one 12-hour shift, going to our place, so all our crew sleeping on the beds, on the couch, on the floor for, I don't know, 4 hours. Then, the sun goes up, we need to shoot some scenes in the morning. Oh, well, let's go. Yeah, sometimes it was really, really difficult, but most of the time it was just a big pleasure and big fun.
Yeah, and why I'm saying that it is like triumph of will or triumph of heart, because everything, like the moving power of all this was enthusiasm and some kind of love for art and love for parties. This film was taken with us to our immigration, and it was not finished, so it was the new continuation for me to find new team here in France and to make étalonnage and mixage and sound and finally to finish the film. advice to the cinematographers who want to move further in their production is to find the producer as a part of your team, to find someone who will take some part of your responsibility in sense of administration, of finding budget, and of promoting your film. Yeah, so
it's all starting with the team. You just you choose your topic that drives you on. You find the people who are charming someone to become part of your team to help you to get further and further and further. And like it starts like this. It's always starts like this, I guess. And
yeah, and another advice to my colleagues: always finish your works, no matter how you hate it. It is always better to finish the work. Otherwise, it will be always stillborn, and it's rather depressive.
Yeah.